black girls, they're looking for a man, but
Yeah.
they're always on their phone, so the man
Yeah.
that they're looking for will walk straight past
Yeah,
them.
yeah, exactly. It's true. And I was watching this program on TV. I can't remember the name of it. It's like a dating program where a man goes to the home of three single women, and they cook for him, and then he has to decide who he's going to then take out on a date.
So
So there's a brother on there, and there were three females, two were white, one was black, and you could tell instantly that he was going to go for the black woman, the black girl. He had fun with the other two, but in his sort of, when they interviewed him, he was saying, you know what, the other two ladies were really nice, but you know, it's the sister I wanted, and so that's who he chose. Now this girl was like saying that she wasn't interested in this guy at all.
the black girl.
The black girl said she wasn't interested in him, and the reason she gave was, to me, sounded really stupid. She was looking for someone who drove a particular type of car, doing some type of work. You know what I mean? It was just ridiculous. I just thought to myself, this girl is something.
That's not
stupid.
really.
And when I watched that program, I thought to myself, this guy was really, really keen on her, and she just totally, she dissed, as far as I could say, she dissed him. And I thought, my gosh.
But you see, if he went and chose the other white girl, then she would have been saying,
yeah,
look, you see, a black woman's here and he doesn't want a
Yeah,
black woman and
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And then
Exactly.
when he chooses a black woman, she's like,
yeah,
do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah, no. She treated him really, I thought she treated him quite bad. And I thought to myself, I wouldn't blame him if he did then after that decide to date a white woman. Really.
Well, I've known black guys who's, like I said, who's like swear blind. They've never married a white girl, and then they end up marrying them because of the same issues.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
the issues are there, but they're under the surface.
Yeah.
So
They are under the surface, and I think it's a shame. Black women do have to look at ourselves and really kind of get some priorities straight. But at the same time, I think black guys.
what do you think those issues are that you need to look at as a black woman?
As you said, things like the materialism, the sort of wanting to be like.
What about the attitude?
Oh, the attitude stinks sometimes. Attitude does
Well,
stink sometimes.
you get shut down for that because if
Well,
we
it
say that
does.
as a male,
No, but
if we say that as a male, we're just like, you
True,
see,
I can
blah,
say
blah,
because
blah,
I'm
blah.
a female and I've seen it firsthand.
Okay.
And I've seen how you'll go to a club and you'll see like a guy's approaching a girl. I mean, it's happened to me, but I'm not rude with it. I've seen girls and they're proper, like, it's almost like they want to embarrass the guy in
Yeah.
front of people, and I think that's unnecessary. They want to embarrass him. He approaches her and she's like giving him dirty looks and, you know, then turning to her friend and like whispering and then laughing in his face and things like that. I think that's really out of order. Do you know what I mean?
I think so as well.
Yeah, that's out of order. That's out of order. But yeah.
So where do we go from here?
Oh my god.
Can you see any solutions, or do you just think it's just gonna pitch her along?
I don't know.
Because
It's
more and
not
more
all
black
bad.
girls, more and more black girls now,
I'll go for white guys.
yeah, which is something that we were speaking about in the 90s. We understand the reason why. Do you understand what I'm saying? But some black girls, like, they don't want to go there. Some of them just like, a white man treat me better. And to be honest with you, to a lot of black men, that's an insult. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, really and truly,
It's too general though. That's too much of a generalization to say that, you know, you haven't dated all the black men in the world. You haven't dated all the black women in the world. So to say that, oh, black men treat me this way or black women treat me this way I think is an excuse. Because, and it also depends on what kind of messages or what kind of signals you're sending out there. So if you're kind of sending out the signals that, black men treat me badly, then that's what you're going to get. You're going to get someone who's going to treat you badly.
because you know, you can walk down the road and you can see a black girl and you can say to her, like, how you doing?
Yeah, or hello.
And she looks you up and down like she wants to kill you, like, and you're just thinking, hold on, I've just said hello, like,
yeah.
what's the problem? So
It depends what your experiences have been, because I know that's happened to me, and a guy said hello, and then they're just chatting so much shit sometimes, and you think, oh god, I can't deal with this.
okay,
So
but
when
yeah,
the
you know
next
what?
person says it, you're like, oh no, not again, and it's, you know, your mind kind of plays back to that incident or whatever incident it was, and unfortunately the guy who maybe had good intentions gets the full whack of what has ever happened in the past.
So
Which is
you
not
can.
fair.
Do you understand then if men are getting knocked like that? Can you understand black guys when they're saying, "I'd rather just date a white girl"? Do you understand that, or do you still disagree with it?
I think yes and no. No, because I don't think they should give up so easily. Yes, black women can be challenging, but trust me, if you date a white girl, there'll be challenges as well.
Not saying no. Not saying no. Because they make out like they're all good sometimes, but
Yeah,
do you understand what I'm
it's
saying?
not. It's not all good. I've seen. I had a friend, not a friend anymore, but she was white, dating a black guy, Jamaican parentage. And when they used to have arguments, the first thing that was flying out of her mouth was, "Oh, you black, blah blah blah." And I'm thinking, and she told me this. I don't know why, but she told me that that's what she said. And I was like, "Well, why would you say that? Because your child is half black."
Well, how could that even be your friend?
Yeah, but that's before I knew she's not my friend anymore.
Oh,
I'm saying that that's what
the
she
relationship
said to me.
finished at that day.
Yeah, pretty much. It pretty much ended because I was thinking, where are you actually coming from? And I just thought, no.
Because once you say that, she's talking about your brother as well, isn't it? Because
Of course, you're talking about my forefathers. You're talking about my family.
yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, and I couldn't really have somebody like that around my family. Do you know what I mean?
I'm saying.
So no, too much bad energy, bad vibes. I'm not really into that. I say don't give up too easily. And if you can't find a black female here in London, UK, go other places. There are loads in the Caribbean and there are loads in Africa.
They're all the same everywhere you go, innit?
No, they're not. So don't try.
I'm just hard. Some man say they're all the same everywhere
No,
you go.
they're not. And any guy that said that, I cannot believe that they've dated every single black female in the whole world. So nah, that's just an excuse.
Some people haven't
It's too
got
easy
time
to
to
say
travel
that.
and look for.
Well,
They
it
just want
depends.
to.
How important is it then? Really,
Well,
I don't think it's the man's job to have to satisfy every woman out there. I don't think.
no, I'm not
it's
saying that he should.
I'm just saying.
That's a bit. That's a bit. That's a bit.
I'm kind of exaggerating, but it's not necessary. It's not necessary because there's some females out there that want to be single.
Of course.
There's some that are incarcerated.
Of course. Of course.
Too, but personally, I'm not into sharing. It doesn't work very well. It doesn't sit very well with me.
Well, what do you think about the solution?
The solution.
Because like you say that, right? But like I said, you just said like if you can't find a girlfriend here, you can go to London. You can go to like
Yeah, but it
Africa,
doesn't mean
blah
you
blah
need to
blah.
have more than one.
But
Just
when you
find
go
your
to certain
one.
places in Africa, they do have that, though,
That's
right?
true. Yeah, they have more.
If
than
you
one.
go Ghana, Nigeria,
Yeah.
and the girls there, they accept it.
Yeah. That's
So you move out of one paradigm, which is like here, where if you like have two wives, it's seen as like you're a dog.
Yeah.
You go to Africa and there's a man with 4 or 5 wives and
Yeah.
nobody says anything.
No, it's true.
So
I think if you want to do that, then that's cool.
no, I'm
as
not
long
saying
as
if we. I'm just saying what is the solution for us here, who's living in the UK.
who's living in the UK and they want a black wife and can't get one.
Yeah. See how
I
hard the
really
question
don't
is?
know. I don't know.
Action. Take one.